You know, if you're white, they'll say, oh, where are you from? You say Iowa. If you're black, they say, where are you from? You say, oh, Jersey. But when you're brown and someone says, where are you from? And you say, I'm from New York, they always want to know actually what that means.
All right, rolling. Sound. First generation teaser, take one. Can you tell me what first generation means to you?
A first generation means...
I guess when I think of it,
first generation means to me that you're the first generation of...
my sister and I in subsequent years, and like I've gotten in arguments with other people about whether or not first generation actually applies to the people that have like directly immigrated here and their children are in fact second generation. I'm not actually quite sure.
What I consider first generation is definitely not, it's definitely being born here.
The first one that left that country and now you're living somewhere else.
That's not how it works.
That's how I'm taking it because I haven't gone back for a while.
I grew up thinking that it meant me.
First gen to me means that I was the first in my family, on my father's side anyway, to be born here in the United States.
That's what I consider first generation.
There might be a formal definition. Maybe you guys need to tell me what it is.
You lucked out here because I'm not a first generation American. I don't have a passport. I'm legal though.
Yvonne, interview take one. So Yvonne, I guess where did this idea for this pilot come from?
First Gen is kind of loosely autobiographical. It came from my life story. I was the good Nigerian girl. You know, we came to this country, I was 5 years old. I didn't think the arts was something you could actually do and be profitable from. You know, the show really is about this late coming of age. At about 25 years old, I realized I think I want to do entertainment full time, and then having to have that conversation with your very traditional parents, having to have that moment of, I know you guys sacrificed a lot for me to be here, and it's not that I don't care, and it's not that I want to throw all that out the window, but we're in this great country that affords us the ability to do other things. You came here for us to have the American dream, and part of that is incorporating America into our dreams. So,
who in your family is, you know, inspires you comedy-wise? Like, who's funny?
my mom is the most hysterical person I know. She probably won't believe it because she's not trying to be funny. She's just actually being herself. But I get so much of my humor from her, which probably makes her even more mad. My second brother, he's the guy who thinks he's funny because he'll call me up. He lives in Nigeria now, and he'll be like, Yvonne, listen, I got a joke. This just happened. We were in traffic. Use it. What was the joke? I mean, we were in traffic. But the way we were in traffic was funny. Use it. Okay. But there's nothing to use. There's a lot of people who think they're funny in my family, and then there's a lot of people who are actually funny. But I think just the whole experience of being Nigerian in America presents a lot of opportunities for humor. And I just go with it.
What's the message? What's the message of this project?
America is a great big melting pot, right? And there are so many people in this country from so many other places. Even though on camera you're going to see a Nigerian American family, I think what I really want people to see is these stories are universal. They're not unique to any one race, any one culture. But if you come here from another culture, you've experienced something similar. I think the battle that the main character, Joanna, and her mother face in First Gen really is that butting of heads. Like, you came here with a plan, with a purpose, and so now I have an opportunity to have my own plan and to have my own purpose. At what point do they kind of mesh and gel together, and at what point do we have to separate?
Talk just a little bit about the journey to get from idea to like this actual second.
It's, you know, First Gen's it's been a journey. From inception to even where we are now, and it's still a journey actually. I came to LA on an unpaid internship, and I saw how worlds were created through scripts. I was fortunate enough to have really dope mentors in Bentley Kyle Evans and Stacey Evans Morgan. And and we would talk, and they're like, well, you're Nigerian? I was telling them all this stuff about me, and they were like, you have a story. And I think that really prompted me to sit down and think about my journey and think about life. And I was like, wait, if this is new to some people, but like really normal to me, but there's so many other me's out there. I wonder who else can actually relate to this story. And that's kind of what started the first draft, really. And I think we're at a place now where we have something that's both funny and heartwarming and endearing. For me, it was really important to have a family-friendly product on TV about family, for families. I remember the first time I did comedy, and I talked a little bit about my parents, and I talked in the accents. And after the show, I'll never forget it, there was an Indian American guy and an Asian guy that came up to me, and they were like, yo, listen, that's my mom up there, just different accent. And I'll never forget that, because I was like, oh, that's dope, because it's the same experience, just different accent. So I hope that when people watch it, they don't just see a Nigerian American family, but they see their family. They see a Japanese American family, a Russian American family, a Greek American family.
Hey, what's up? I'm Max Andres, and I'm first generation. My mom's Indian, my dad's Spanish.
My name is Ep.1, and I am first generation Ghanaian American.
And Pere, Mira Menanana, and I am first generation Indian American.
My name is Dorothea Pashkalidu.
My name is Dimitri Gianetos. I'm Greek.
Mage naman ni Lukpetis, and I am Sri Lankan.
Hello, my name is Béchir Sylvain. I'm first generation Haitian American.
Because we are all first gen.